Can you love BL and still keep your faith? In the upcoming BL Ticket to Heaven, Tanrak looks at his priest and asks, "Father, if I like boys, can I still go to heaven?" That line isn't just fiction. For many believers watching BL, it's a real question. For some viewers, BL is just entertainment. For others, it creates a quiet internal conflict. Online, you'll find believers asking questions they don't always feel safe asking out loud. Is watching BL a sin? Is reading BL fiction wrong? Is supporting LGBTQ stories against my religion? In some Christian spaces, the responses are absolute. Garbage in, garbage out. What you consume shapes your heart. If it's sinful, avoid it entirely. BL isn't seen as just a genre, it's seen as temptation. But not everyone agrees. Other believers argue that intention matters. If you're not consuming it for lust, if it doesn't pull you away from your faith, if your conscience is clear, then the moral weight isn't the same. Some take a reconciliation approach. One Christian fan wrote, in response to the question, "Is BL a sin?" Yes, the Bible calls it sin. But watching BL doesn't mean I'm rebelling against God. I watch for the stories, the emotions, the humanity. For them, faith is something they interpret through compassion rather than fear. For them, the issue isn't whether doctrine exists, it's how they choose to live it. And then there are Muslim fans navigating similar tension. Some say BL is haram, full stop. Others quietly watch anyway. Some pause during Ramadan. Some see it as just another drama. Many keep their fandom private, especially in more conservative environments. The common thread? It's rarely rebellion, it's negotiation. Negotiation between doctrine and lived experience, between personal faith and modern storytelling, between what Scripture says and how people actually live. And that's where this becomes bigger than BL. Religion in Thai BL is rarely framed as open theological conflict. Temples aren't battlegrounds. They function as emotional spaces, reflection, confession, turning points. We've seen temple reflections in Moonlight Chicken, funeral rituals in Until We Meet Again, rural Buddhist framing in A Tale of Thousand Stars. Across Thailand's entertainment industry, productions of all genres, horror, comedy, action, BL, often begin with merit ceremonies. Monks bless the cast and crew, wishing safety, stability, and success. These rituals operate as cultural practice, not script approval. That doesn't mean religion is universally accepting. It means mainstream Thai BL has historically chosen not to center doctrine as the primary obstacle. On screen, faith functions more as atmosphere than moral enforcement. Off-screen, tension absolutely exists. Some actors have stepped away from BL citing personal beliefs. Some religious communities continue to oppose same-sex relationships. Not all LGBTQ individuals see BL as authentic representation. Recent legal progress, including marriage equality, does not erase cultural conservatism. And government promotion of BL and GL as soft power does not equal unanimous approval. What appears calm on screen is a storytelling choice. Historically, Thai BL has let love stories unfold within religious cultures, without turning heaven into the battleground. And that's why what we're seeing now feels different. For years, Thai BL kept religion in the background. Now it's stepping directly into theology. In the upcoming series Ticket to Heaven, the conflict isn't subtle. Tanrak is a seminarian. He plans to become a priest. His life is built around doctrine, obedience, salvation, and then he falls in love. At one point he asks, "Father, if I like boys, can I still go to heaven?" This isn't temple atmosphere. This isn't ritual framing. This is salvation anxiety as the core narrative. The series references scripture and centers heaven, sin, forgiveness, and choice. Love isn't just romantic tension. It's framed as spiritual consequence. Online reactions already show the divide. Some fans are excited for the angst, the taboo, the forbidden tension. Others are watching through the lens of personal experience, religious trauma, reconciliation, identity. Whether viewers agree with the theology isn't the point. The point is this: BL is no longer avoiding the tension. It's dramatizing it. For a genre that once kept religion in the background, this is a shift. Not to resolve the conflict, but to put it on screen. And that's new. At this point, the question isn't really about BL anymore. It's about interpretation. Two people can read the same scripture and walk away with different conclusions. Two believers can watch the same series and experience it completely differently. For some, doctrine is clear and non-negotiable. For others, faith is something lived through context, compassion, and conscience. That tension existed long before BL. BL didn't create it. It simply made it visible. Because storytelling approaches the conflict differently. It doesn't ask, "Is this allowed?" It asks, "What does this feel like?" And that's uncomfortable. Not because the question is new, but because it forces private negotiations into public view. Maybe the real conflict isn't between BL and belief. Maybe it's between institutional certainty and personal faith. Between fear of being wrong and the desire to live honestly. BL doesn't answer the theology. It exposes how differently people carry it, which may be why the genre feels threatening to some and healing to others. Maybe the question was never just, is BL a sin? Maybe the real question is, what happens when the stories we love collide with the beliefs we carry? For some, the answer is clear. For others, it's complicated. The tension itself isn't new. It's just more visible now. Not to force agreement, not to erase doctrine, but to acknowledge that faith and storytelling have always been intertwined. They coexist. They clash. They reveal things we'd rather keep private. So maybe the real question isn't, can I still go to heaven? Maybe it's, how do I live honestly, with what I believe and what I feel? And I want to know where you stand. Can faith and BL truly coexist, or does one eventually challenge the other? Tell me in the comments. I hope this pause in the chaos made you think. Until next time, this is GPkP.